This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
Hello, all. Hope you enjoy this episode tonight. It's a really lovely show that I'm going to be summing up. It's a really lovely show that I'm going to be summarizing. A quick note. At the time of this recording, Season 4 was not confirmed yet, and it was not yet picked up by AMC. So throughout the review, I do mention several times that, TNT has canceled it, and I'm waiting for confirmation, and it's filled with tons of disappointment. So, again, time is funny that way. Never convenient with us podcasters. So, sorry for that little blooper there, but hey, that's just a sign of the time span in which I recorded. So, please disregard that error. I do realize it's been updated, but at the time that I was speaking into the mic, it was not confirmed for a good 5 months. So, thank you all and enjoy the episode.
Snowpiercer. Do you copy? Something's changing.
7 years ago, the Earth froze. Now the train is all that's left.
Layden's trying to keep the peace, but we're one dirty look away from a civil war.
We're in for something far worse than anything we've just come through.
Yes. Finally. Apocalypse isn't so bad, really. I think we're going to get to know each other very well. Welcome to Big Alex.
You tell Mr. Wilford the people of Snowpiercer will never surrender.
Everybody got their top buttons done up?
You leave once, then you leave me twice. There's not much chance of a world for you if I don't.
Are you willing to risk everything?
Good luck, Andre.
He's Snowpiercer's only chance at a new life.
We all know how this ends, don't we?
You want to slingshot us up the mountain?
Let's see what two engines can do.
Hey-oh. Once again, we are talking about another movie turned TV show franchise. Now, this was a hard one to record because we had a few other guests who were interested, but they had only seen the movie. Or they had seen the show, but not the movie, and I just said, fuck it, I'll do it. This is a solo mini review. Sorry. And so, as a disclaimer, I like the concept in either version, but I'll get to what really works with this, and it is none other than Snowpiercer, produced by Scott Derrickson and company for TNT. It was wrongfully canceled after 3 seasons. A 4th season was promised, but never followed up on. That being said, I enjoyed the ride while it lasted. Music was by Baron McQuarrie of Outlander and Battlestar Galactica fame. Developed by Josh Friedman, who's made a living doing all kinds of addicting movies and TV shows. You might know him for his work on the yet-to-be-produced Avatar sequels, Spielberg's War of the Worlds, and as well as Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles, Crossbones, Emerald City, and Foundation, currently on Apple TV. And as well as Terminator Dark Fate. But yeah, I loved how this man has just made a killing just doing some enriching sci-fi stuff that takes itself seriously while justifying its world and how it acts. And, you know, this had Daveed Diggs of Hamilton and Blackish fame, so I was already in for the ride. He's a good, serious actor. And Jennifer Connelly was a questionable scientist. And this was, you know, when TNT was trying to be as edgy as all the other cable programs. So, you know, in a post-Breaking Bad Snowfall world, everything had to have some F-bombs or occasional partial nudity or violence, but not to the point where it was X-rated. Sean Bean joined the show in the second season, and he was his usual villain self. But I love how it's set on a train. I love how it's set in the year 2026. But you can again just accept this alternate universe. You like how the various inhabitants have a different part of the train. It's very well detailed. It's just as much a character as the other various other off-color clans and rebels. It's a mixture of a fascist government and a utopia, but it's all on a train in a frozen apocalyptic world. And it's got some good, you know, colorful camera angles. Directing is by everybody from Leslie Hope, who's an actress turned director, and a bunch of other people who've been working in the industry for years. I was not a fan of the movie. I know the movie is a big cult favorite and depends on which version you're watching, director's cut versus theatrical. While I disagree with how the Weinstein Company handled it, because how can you not? The Weinsteins are monsters, and Bong Joon-ho, you know, was, you know, denied final cut. I gotta agree with half the critics. I felt like the characters were underdeveloped. Ed Harris was typecast as a villain again, and the over-reliance on stunning visuals covered up a very shallow plot with some cool ideas. And this is just one of those. It works better as a TV show format because you can justify where everything is. It came out during COVID, so I can imagine it was never going to have as big an audience because not everybody likes depressing stuff. When other sad stuff was happening at that time, like social media, politics, Black Lives Matter, you know, it just wasn't the right time. And I think had it been produced in an earlier age, it might have been better. There were some filler episodes, and I don't think seasons 2 and 3 were as strong as season 1, but it's ultimately pans out to a very consistent narrative drive to make, again, just you still come back for more because you want to just know the inner workings of how the train functions, what the other characters are going to do to start a coup or overpower each other. Jennifer Connelly's character was the most intriguing because she was both a scientist and a peace talker, and kind of just even telling the fascist people is like, hey, we'll do this, or no, we won't do that. And it was just very intriguing. And again, Daveed Diggs, good leading man, very good at just not having to be buff or anything, just play a cool mind game with undermining everything. And just having these different divisions, you know, was just very compelling. And I want that 4th season, damn it. I know I'll never get it, but I enjoyed the ride, literally and figuratively. Recommended, guys.
We'll return after these messages.
If you like small-town mystery, crazy news, and wild history, then the Florida Men on Florida Man podcast is for you. Each week, Josh Mills and Wayne McCarty bring you the absolute best Florida has to offer. So if you're looking for a show that's safe for the family, but funny enough to help you escape everyday life, then listen to the Florida Men on Florida Man podcast. That's Florida Men, plural, on Florida Man podcast.
Follow us on the web on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The podcast is available on Podbean, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor, Apple, and anywhere else podcasts are available. Feel free to review our show and leave comments on any of those sites. Thanks a million for listening. It's a jacked up